security card and asked me to walk to the lobby with her to get it from him. Well, they're talking and start arguing. Well, he jumps up and grabs her by her neck. And then...
Like how so? Like in a headlock? Like
yes.
Behind? Okay.
Yes.
Is she trying to like get away from him?
Yes.
And is he pulling her backwards?
Yes.
Like is he making movement?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And he's not the dad.
He's not the dad?
He's not the
He's
dad.
just a boyfriend? we gotta
stay together, like in there. Oh yeah, in the bandit. Where's the bandit at? In Yamaka?
He basically can see the messages with me and my mama done been texting and stuff.
Okay.
So he got mad. He was like trying to snatch the phone, but I kept, I'm snatching it back for him. Cause his mom in the car, so I know he's not gonna snatch it cause his mom in the car with me.
Like when he had you like this, like you couldn't move?
Yeah, I couldn't move cause they had to come and get him off of me.
But he wasn't like restricted.
Like
to
forcing,
airway.
like.
Did you feel like you were gonna pass out?
Mm-mm.
No.
Citizens report.
Salute, guys, and welcome to class. Welcome to class. Good breads. How y'all doing? Big salute and shout out to my brothers. Big salute and shout out to my sisters with sense. How y'all feeling? Happy Mother's Day. Don't forget to take care of your mother, the person that birthed you. All right, guys. But with that said, today's video comes from Crime and Oil channel, and it's titled Pregnant Wife Fights Boyfriend While Her Husband is Away. Drama Explodes Part 1. So if you would like to watch this video so that you could paint this woman out to be the victim, even though she letting two men tap that fish hole. And this is one of the reasons why a lot of kids running around my community and don't know who their father is. This is the reason why a lot of women running around here with the deadbeat narrative, because they don't know who they let tap that fish hole. But again, these women don't take any responsibility, and society don't hold them accountable to nothing. So these women don't feel they are responsible for anything. Everything is the man for it. So if you want to believe that, then you might get on out of here. Get on out of here now. Get on out of here. Time to go. Time to go. It's not going to be the channel for you. You know what I mean? So be an adult. And don't sit on this video and watch the whole video through, then come in my comment section with your negative perspective. All right? I didn't put black woman in the title today, but I could have, because we're going to be talking about a black woman who's in the black community. For those of you that want to know why I put black woman in my titles, that's why, because we be talking about a black woman. You know what I mean? If it was another woman on the screen, then I wouldn't put black woman in the title. So don't think too highly of yourself. Like, y'all make everything about you, right? Y'all say that. Everybody's situation is different, but when we go over somebody's situation, you getting mad. Seems like that's your situation. With that said, let's get straight on into it, guys, because we do it brutally honest.
Probably. I sat there for a while.
21, you can disregard 600 if they're coming.
Because I thought I heard you call because you was like, you're not going to be free, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, no, it's still on that.
I know. So when I called in, I'm like, hey, you still have a unit around?
I literally told her. You just have to do it. Hello.
My name is Jessica Aberson. The manager for this location were the ones who contacted you guys.
Okay.
Excuse me. It took forever to get here too.
Sorry.
I mean,
There-
if we
there's
would,
only
we'd
two.
all be dead.
There's only two of us up here, and I was on a crash.
I hear
You know
you.
what I mean?
So we had a patient. Let's go somewhere a little bit more. But so we've got one of our OB patients here, our pregnant patients. She is apparently in a domestic situation. She came back and asked for her baby's dad not to come back with her. Well, in the midst of her back here, she said that he had her social security card and asked me to walk to the lobby with her to get it from him. Well, they're talking and start arguing. Well, he jumps up and grabs her by her neck. And then
Like how so? Like in a headlock? Like
Yes.
from behind? Okay.
yes, telling the patient to come with him. And she's like, no. And so I'm like, stop,
So okay. We're gonna ask like questions like
Of course.
so when he grabs her behind the neck and he says, "You're coming with me" or something like that.
Well, before he grabbed her, he said, come with me. He called her name. I can't even remember the patient's name.
Is she trying to like get away from him?
Yes.
And is he pulling her backwards?
Yes.
Like is he making movement?
Yes.
Okay.
So he pulls her like this and pulls back.
And she's actively trying to get
And
away
she's
from him?
like, no, let me go. Yes.
That's what I thought it was gonna be.
Yes. And then I said, obviously they come from the front desk and we're trying to get her away from him. Well, then we grab her and go toward this side door, and he grabs one of my staff members and pushes her, trying to get to the patient again.
They're not here anymore?
They are, the patient's here. Another witness that was out in the lobby that ran back in the bathroom to hide is here. I would not let them leave yet, but he threw his cell phone against the glass door over here, and then we all ran behind this door.
Did the door break?
It didn't break. There, you could see where he threw it, but I didn't see where the glass broke.
Okay.
But then he left and we locked the door.
Okay.
Unless he went outside, and then that's when we were waiting.
Okay.
So I guess I don't know where he went. I don't know
Do you
if
have
he's still
video
outside.
footage of this?
I don't know if they have video for like the main building, so you can see him.
And you say the patient is still here?
She is still here. Her mother has come here. I think
He didn't have a weapon or anything like that?
Did he?
Did he? Yeah.
I have no idea. I hope not.
He didn't display one
He
or
didn't
anything?
display one. No.
Okay.
But he did put his hands on my staff member and our pregnant patient. And he threw the cell phone across the entire lobby.
Did he throw it at anybody?
The patient, it was all chaotic at the moment. But the patient, I believe, had already gone into the bathroom when he threw the phone. So I don't know if the patient was.
Well, I was trying to see, like, it could be simple assault if it was, like, thrown at somebody and it missed. But say it's like, and I don't know if this was the scenario, but say it's like thrown at a glass wall, and there's people behind the glass wall, and he's mad at them. It's not really simple assault because, like, you can't really say that you're in fear that that cell phone's going to hit you because there's a glass wall there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but it wasn't like thrown directly at anybody.
No.
Okay.
But again, I have the patient that was the witness that was out there for the entire thing. That went
But
into
it's
the
the
bathroom.
patient that
And the
is
patient
happening.
that was physically assaulted is also here.
And you saw what happened too?
I was standing right there with her.
Okay. Let me pull up this code section, just double check
Go
what I'm
ahead.
thinking.
What's your last name? ERSON.
Yes, ma'am.
And your date of birth?
86.
And the phone number? And your license is in Georgia?
Yes.
I have a question. She's gonna talk to us.
That is a good question.
I would like to think so.
merely
You'd be surprised.
Well, they came together, which is why I was like,
We're gonna distract ourselves with the assault, which he don't get the right to put his hands on her. Don't nobody get the right to put their hands on anybody. You know what I mean? But we're gonna distract ourselves with this. We know the real problem in this situation here. We know the real problem. because somebody lying. That's not that child father. The man that assaulted her today is not the child father. Where is the daddy? And do the daddy know she already messing with the dude, another dude? This is why a mandatory DNA test, because these women be keeping secrets, yo, especially black ones, yo. They trained and designed and raised to keep secrets, boy.
Come back and say you don't want to come back. You guys need to get together. I have no idea. She's not ever been to this office before. This was her first time here. She's generally seen in our Savannah office.
Okay.
And I was actually going to talk to her to try to see what was going on with the whole situation when she asked me to walk with her to get her
Okay.
license or whatever he had.
Did he give it back to her?
No.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay, so describe to me. All right, he tells her that she's coming with him, right?
Yes.
And is she verbally and physically trying to get away from him?
Yes.
What is she saying?
No. I'm not going out there. Why do you need me to go out there?
And he has her in a headlock and is walking backwards
Yes,
with her?
correct.
I'm gonna call Sarge.
Let's talk to her first.
So what I'm looking at in Georgia, the
Mhm.
kidnapping statute, essentially says that there's exceptions to it. So you can't, like, if I push McGee,
Mhm.
right, and she goes that way, I committed the offense of simple battery against her.
Mhm.
And technically, I forcefully moved her from one place to another, right? But the kidnapping statute says that it cannot be incidental to another offense, right? So did he hit her?
He did not hit her.
Did he grab her at any other time outside of putting his arm around her neck and pulling her backwards?
I mean, he kept grabbing her arm, trying to pull her this way, trying to pull her, and she was like, "No, I'm not going." And then he kept trying to pull her by her arm, and then that's when he grabbed her by her neck.
I don't think that's simple battery. I think it's okay. Let me double check with Sarge because she'll know better.
It's my quality manager. None of my superiors answered the phone, so
Sorry.
it's all good.
I mean, it was otherwise I just had to rush her and get it by myself. But
Yo,
I
talk
know,
your way
we're all on
on
the same.
2032 East Avenue, Louisville, 67.
Yeah, this how this beat is. So y'all are at the edge of this assigned area, and it's large, and there's only the two of us. So if we're on something, like for example, like I was on a crash, she was coming here,
Mhm.
so I was trying to get Pooler to come over here and assist her,
Mhm.
but they were busy as well. So
Right,
like, you know what I mean? It's difficult.
yeah, it
It
is.
is.
And if y'all right here at the border between Cooler.
I know. We always, because it's actually, I mean, we are Cooler, right? But we have the Savannah.
No,
so we're Savannah.
it's city Savannah.
It is,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
But like when for patients, I'm like, we're a Pooler.
Yeah.
We're in
Yeah,
the Pooler office.
yeah, that's how you have to explain.
Yes.
You can't really explain somebody
No.
where you at.
Like the Highlands, for example, those addresses come up as Pooler
Pooler.
on Google, but
Yeah.
that's all city Savannah.
I know,
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
But yeah, but like Cheddar's, which is across the street,
It's
Cooler.
Pooler.
Yeah, so
It doesn't make sense. Crazy.
the map. The map.
I'll call Sarge if you want to do interviews.
First, let's see if she talks.
See if she talks about it.
Yeah, she does not want to talk about it.
It's still DV, and we can go from there. But
I can go from there, but if she won't give me his name or anything, even
Other managers call.
even her name.
you have her information.
Patients?
Yeah.
Yes.
If she doesn't want to give it to us, are you guys able to give it to us?
I have to check with my manager on that.
Okay.
I can check with that.
Just as a last resort.
Yeah, because we go through these things and yeah.
It's an unfortunate situation. Let me, she is actually in the middle of doing home season,
Okay.
so let me.
We just can't fill them 10 days.
Hey, Ashley.
Okay, all right, thank you.
You used to work for the hospital? You used to work for the hospital?
She's finishing up her scan. No, I wouldn't tell you. Thank you.
I have 5 there. Mm-mm. I had medical assistant.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Used to work in the nursing home.
Because she's finishing her scan. A little bit of information I got from mom. This has been a
When
recurring
mom was
thing.
here.
Mom came here afterward.
But
After
I'm saying, was she here? Was she?
No, she was here during all that.
My mom is witness and victim. If there's no witness, victim. You know, so that's my moms and stuff. They always add in, oh, that's always going on, but that's like,
There's nothing about that.
Ma'am, how far did she move? When he was.
Can I show you? I can show you.
Yeah, you can show him. It's like the statute says like what is that?
how you doing? Sorry, I'm all in your business.
We just wanted to make sure that if it is a kidnapping case, we are
The other patient
where
that was actually out there the whole
a
time.
DA could charge that.
We want to talk to her first. That's fine.
I mean, you've seen everything, so
Yeah, I mean, I was.
it was right there.
Unfortunately. You guys want to just hang out in here for just a second until she. It should be just a second.
Oh, you want us to sit in there? Okay.
I mean, see that just randomly saying when we want.
It's cool.
She's in here. Marilyn, can they come just hang out with you for a few seconds? It's okay.
You're more than welcome to hang out. Prior military, prior correction officer,
Yeah.
and as Todd would say, who when need be.
230. So when he was,
Yeah, well, I saw it escalating. I was at my work desk, but I kept watching. And so when his voice started rising, I was trying to get my coworker to open the door. So that's when I ran. By the time I got out there, he was physically on her. And then I don't even know how I did it, but I got him off. So. I'm starting to feel it now. I mean, stuff like that, I saw. No, he didn't touch me.
Okay, good. Probably coming down from your adrenaline a little bit.
Yeah.
Happens.
Yeah. And then he was trying to come through the door, and I was trying to put her back in one of the rooms. And he was trying to push me out of the way, but I, put my little dead weight on. So.
Okay. Mickey, Sergeant's gonna call me back. She's leaning towards false imprisonment as like the safer one, but it's like right there. So she's gonna call a DV detective and see. But at minimum, it could be false imprisonment.
She couldn't move.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had a lot.
North 28, Williamson, Robert 614, WS
Is that patient still here?
Yeah, she's in the
Ultrasound?
Yes.
How far along is she?
I think she said she's due April. What's this month?
February. So she's 7 months?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's not the dad.
He's not the dad?
He's not the
He's
dad.
just a boyfriend?
There you go. There you go. Pipe bomb. Pipe bomb. Sister had to drop her drink. Not all, you see? And it's not all, guys. Understand. Sister had to drop her joint, though. Because they could believe that the man is aggressive, but the world ain't trained. They just don't tell them what the woman be doing. She know that the woman is capable of lying and eating crab legs. She had to drop her pad, yo.
We gotta double check that.
That right there just blew my mind.
What changes the whole thing?
It does.
If they don't live together.
That just. I'm sorry, I dropped my mind was full on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charge mode, and that just made me just all along.
Mm-hmm.
He just the Uber driver.
If this is the baby's father, I know she told me when I saw her a couple of months ago that the baby's father was in jail. So I don't know if this is, I mean, we can't tell sometimes. We can't keep up.
I get it, but she's just saying no, that's not.
If they don't live together, it's not even. You know?
And it's Wednesday.
I know.
A hero can't save me.
Because I asked her at first, I said, just unique. She said, hey.
Because we just walked out. This is
Yeah, but I was watching.
People say ain't nothing never happens up here.
We get interesting things when it does happen.
Mm-hmm.
I just seen Ashley walk by.
That was just a mind blowing.
I don't even know how.
Ashley.
I can't even tell you how I got them off. I got them off. Oh, you got them off?
Do
Yeah.
you work at a doctor office?
I work right here.
It's on the one in Memorial.
You're right, that's the
Hurry.
And remember, guys, they constantly say that I make black women look bad because of my titles and because of what I say on my videos, but they don't have no smoke for the women that go up in these hospitals with 2 baby fathers in front of all these people. Look what they showing, because we don't have no black-owned hospital. So when a sister go up in the hospital with this foolishness, she show it in front of everybody. You know what I'm talking about? So no, I don't make nobody look bad. They already be looking bad. And I just highlight it because I don't want the rest of us to make the same choices and decisions that those ones made. And then we go out there looking bad. Know what I'm talking about? Hit that like button. Let's proceed.
Can't folks.
Cause you be driving up and down here, down on. See, like I've seen you because I live right out the road,
She's
you know,
not,
down.
that's what they're worried about.
Now I'll be all over that.
That's it, because I live on the baby. Are y'all good with me? I need to go back up.
Oh, go ahead, grab fine. She do look familiar.
We still have a family with me.
No. We canceled a staff meeting for today.
Cause you know we got done.
Yes.
I was wondering, what is this place? Is it just an OB?
So OT, primary care.
Yeah.
We have physical therapy, the Hyundai,
All kind of stuff in this building.
Okay.
Oh, and
Big
I'm about to say,
shop
here,
is
like,
over
that's
there.
so
Well, it's
Are y'all
all-
affiliated with like Cameron
That's
or
it.
Memorial?
Memorial.
Memorial.
Mhm.
Okay.
We're part of Memorial, yes.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
That's
My wife had for both of our kids actually, she had to go to the high risk over at Memorial.
Yes, perinatology. We send a lot of patients over there. They're the only high risk that we have in this area. So they see a lot of patients.
One of the doctors, I forget his name, but one of the doctors, you know how like doctors can talk in doctor speak and
Yes.
it sounds really bad, but it's not. He did that with our second child. She had a I forget how long she was. I think like north of 20 weeks, something like that. Whenever they do the measurements.
Yeah,
Right.
this was about 20
And
weeks.
he saw like a small cyst on her brain that went away eventually, but the way he said it freaked my
you
wife out.
Of course.
Like she almost had a full blown
I was
panic
gonna
attack.
say, does Dr. Royak sound familiar? That sounds like him.
I have a question. Once he threw his cell phone, did he leave right away or what?
Yes, he threw his cell phone, and then we were all behind the store. So when I peeked around the corner, I seen the door slam, and that's when we ran out there and I locked the door.
And my wife had almost full-blown panic attack.
Of course she is.
And she was like, something's wrong with my baby. I was like,
It's okay.
chill. Like he said, it's okay. It'll go away eventually. You know.
But it's hard. Any kind of information you get that anything is not perfect.
But she was underweight all the way up to birth. And then she was like half a pound more than what they said she was.
You got some cool things. Heart pressures in. Keep one out there for that. This was what we were having for lunch today. It's like a burrito. You got some lunch too now.
Hey, are you willing to talk to us and tell us what happened? Okay.
She gonna tell me something I wanna have to talk
Oh, you
about.
Whatever you guys want to do.
Okay, that's one. Thank you.
So we about to talk to the police, and I'll call you back.
God damn, it's the Barnett Bandits, y'all. Two of them sitting up there with bonnets on their head, looking crazy in public. You can't make this stuff up. I told you this dysfunction, these criminals have a look. They have a look, boy. Y'all just be overlooking it. Cause it look kind of like the people y'all love. They look like the people y'all sit around all day.
She gonna tell me come and talk to him. Come and my ears.
Hey, Mom, you give me a second to talk to her?
You want me to
Yes,
step
ma'am.
up?
Yes, step out for a second.
Hold on.
Please.
You sure she did?
Is she cool staying here?
It's up to her.
Okay.
It's just the mom was just on the phone. Yeah. So,
Okay.
you can tell me what happened?
Yeah. I'm supposed to go home since last night,
Okay.
but I didn't go home because the reason why I didn't go home was because I felt scared last night.
All right. Who is this guy?
Isaiah,
All right. Who is he is to you?
the judge is my boyfriend.
He's your
my baby
boyfriend?
daddy.
All right. Y'all don't have.
How do you have a boyfriend? How are you 7 months pregnant and you have a boyfriend? How does that work? Like, how did the baby father relationship end before the baby was even here? Like, and they don't want to be responsible for nothing, fam. They don't want to be responsible for nothing. I guess this is the man. He should have wore a condom. They'll come up with some shit like that. And it's two. It's two dudes that got access to one stinking fish hole. But they gonna say, the man should have wore a condom. Yo, this is crazy. You can't make this stuff up, man.
Have any kids together? Do y'all live together?
We was standing in the bandit.
Y'all was staying in the abandoned together? Which means y'all stay together or you was over there spending the night? Cause you just say you couldn't go home. So was it y'all stay together like in
We
there or
staying
y'all
together in there.
in the abandoned? Where is the abandoned at? In Yamacraw?
Which one?
You know the address?
And he's not your child's father?
Hmm?
He's not your child's father? How long you living in the Brown house?
For some weeks now. No, for some weeks.
And if you leave here, that's where you're going back to?
I don't know wherever she go. I'm going where she go.
Is your mom staying there too?
She got her own house.
Oh, okay. So you were just staying there for some weeks.
I was staying there living with him because
So you got clothes, shoes, right there? Okay.
but he got my social, he got all my cards, he got my phone, he got both of my phones. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know Isaiah last name?
Shit crazy to me, guys. Remember, none of them have that money figured out. None of them have, remember, it's money problems and then it's life problems. None of them have the money problems figured out before they start taking raw D in their fish hole. None of them. They go from their mama couch to your pocket to the child support, to the support of the child. And in return, it supports them. Don't none of them have their stuff together. And that's the number one problem. We could overlook it. We could be mad at me. We could say, stop stopping the video all we want. That's the biggest problem. And we train to overlook that because now they the victim. They become mothers and all of a sudden they victims of their own doing. Nah.
You know his birthday?
You know his birthday.
Not really. I don't pay no attention to that, John.
How old?
How old is he? He's 24. Okay. Do you know the month of his birthday?
What is the money that Lord? I don't really know.
How long y'all been together?
Look at her face, yo. Did y'all catch this shot? Yo, just lost. Just lost. And this come from her mother bringing her into the world and not having stuff figured out. So she ain't get this girl no information. Remember, I told y'all, when a mother get tired of them and kick them out and stick their hands in their pocket, talk about they make their own decisions. This is the decisions they be making based off the adverse childhood experience provided for them.
We've been together for some. He went to jail. We've been in jail for 6 months. So it was like an on and off situation.
So, and if you, in total, how long you say? 2 years, 1 year, 6 months?
Probably 1 year.
1 year.
And I still don't keep it together.
Do you know his phone number or do you have a phone number?
My mama got it. She got it, but
His phone number?
Mhm.
Okay. All right, sir. My next question is how to spell your last name?
Damn, that must be a hell of a last name, yo. That must be a hell of a
I was
last
making
name.
sure. And your first name? How you
Shadi.
spell it?
S-H-A-D-A-I.
SHADAI. Okay. And what's your date of birth?
2004.
2004. Do you have a cell phone number?
I did. My mama got that too. Because he got my phone.
You got your phone?
He got all that.
You don't know your number by heart?
Show me it.
Okay. All right. So what happened today here?
What happened here?
Yes.
Okay, when we was in the car, okay. So my mama gave me a little phone, but I had my own phone. And he basically could see the messages with me and my mama done been texting and stuff.
Okay.
So he got mad. He was like trying to snatch the phone, but I kept, I'm snatching it back for him. Because his mom in the car, so I know he's not going to snatch it because his mom in the car with me. So everything going good. We've been over to the gas station. So we got here. He like, I can't wait to get you by yourself. Like, I know what that means. Like, he finna try to fight me or do something to
Is
me.
it your first time fighting you?
I know he finna fight me or something like that. So he's sitting outside the car talking to his mama. So I'm like, well, since he outside talking to his mama and he in the car,
Mickey,
this not.
Pakistan questions. Strangulation. Oh, Aiken.
Facts, Leon.
You have the questions? I have it in my car. It's in my phone.
Ma'am, when he had you in a headlock, could you breathe normally? You could breathe normally and you could talk normally. Was there any pressure applied to your throat?
No, because I was running.
Was his forearm across your throat or was your face in his elbow?
It was like a regular chew.
Right, but like, can I read? Was it like this, or was it like this?
The first one.
It was like this.
Yeah.
Okay, but you could breathe normally.
Yeah, but I was running though. I was going like the wind when he was trying to get me.
I know, but you weren't like going anywhere with it, right? Like when he had you like this, like you couldn't.
Yeah, I couldn't move because they had to come and get him off of me.
But he wasn't like restricted.
Like
to
forcing,
airway.
like.
Did you feel like you were gonna pass out?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. No at all.
Yeah.
Alright, so y'all was basically y'all was fighting over your cell phone. You were trying to get it, right?
I know. I told her I asked her, can me and her walk back out there?
No. I'm saying before we got trying to go back to what we were saying. So then you was getting out the car. You said you was talking to his mama.
He was getting. Oh yeah. I was getting out of the car, and she told him to stay, and he stayed in the car. So I'm like, okay, when he in the car, let me go ahead and call my mama, call whoever, call Miss Lisa. And so I just went to the front, and I told them that I didn't want him back here.
Okay.
Yeah, I know she lying, right? She was talking to her baby father on the phone while her boyfriend caught her. Don't give him no reason to go upside her head, but that's the story. Men and women are different. We react different. We think different. We love different. Understand that. I know they run around here trying to teach you that men and women are equal, but we different, way different.
And so we sat up there, and I started talking to them. Then I went back and sat down beside him. And when I went and sat beside him or whatever, he was like, I got something I got to tell you, but yeah, I don't want to tell you. Like, just saying that. Mm-hmm. And so I said, I got something I want to tell you, but I'm not going to tell you neither. And he's like, well, you got to tell me. I'm like, no, I ain't got to tell you nothing. I ain't got to tell you nothing. So he just started.
Okay.
So he just started going crazy. He just started, what you got to tell me, Sade? And I'm like, I ain't got to tell you nothing. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get up and I'm going to go talk to my friend. So when I get up and talk to the ladies at the little thing that was sitting down or whatever, I went back down and I said, well, can you let me in the back so I can talk to you? That's how I ended up back here. Mm-hmm. And when I got back here, one of them lead me to a room back here.
That was Miss Sharon. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, when I got back here and went in the room back there,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I got to get my stuff. So I asked her, can I go get my stuff? And then she went with me. She went with me to try to, get my stuff.
So what we're doing, based on.
And I asked him, like, why you doing this? Why you deleting my stuff? Switching my passwords and stuff. That's why I'm asking him. And he just like, did he get up? Did he get up at that time?
Yeah, that's when he got started.
That's when he got up and just started telling me that we got to go. This is my baby mama. That's what happened. Yeah. Have we ever been in a situation like this?
So.
How you got out your situation?
Got out.
You never look back?
17.
Mm-hmm.
And life is good, huh?
That's the job.
Mm-hmm.
I might need to do the same thing.
Damn shame, y'all. Damn shame. And the moms was sitting up there with her, sitting up in here with her. The mom's got a bonnet on her head too. Damn shame.
I mean, sometimes you gotta sit and think about, why am I with this person? What makes me tied to this person? And if it's nothing like money, business, house, kids, is not tied to this person, then I don't need this person.
But then like you.
See, I'ma play that back. If the police officer woman is trained in that stupidity, because that was stupid, yo. That was stupid. I'm gonna play that back and I'm gonna break down why that's poison information. And this is the leaders that these women got. So they don't take information from masculine men that know, like me. We offend them. I'm gonna play this back real quick and let's break how stupid this shit is. But this is the information, because remember, we all raised off the same tidbit pieces of information, little quotes and shit that sound cute that don't make no sense when you really think about it. We all raised. Listen to what she said right here.
Um, so
How you got out your situation?
got out.
You never look back.
17.
And life is good, no?
That's the job.
Mhm.
I might need to do the same thing about that situation, but I can't do
I mean, sometimes you gotta sit and think about, why am I with this person? What makes me tied to this person? And if it's nothing like money, business, house, kids, is not tied to this person, then I don't need this person.
What in the use the niggas type shit is that? You see how they raised, right? They raised to use people. Let me put you onto some real game, my sisters with sense. You know what I mean? On some straight up facts. Sisters, all you gotta do is learn you. All you have to do is take a season to learn you. Learn the things you like, not the things social media is telling you like, not the things society pumping in your head that you like. You got to go into a season and learn you. And then when you come out of that season and you don't give no boy that fish hole unless he earn it. You know you now, so you know the things you like. So when he earned those things, then you get that boy fish hole. But don't you dare go using people. Don't you dare go getting in relationships to complete you. You complete you first, then play relationship. Don't be with nobody because y'all done tied the money together or y'all done tied with kids together. She just told this little girl some poisonous information, and it's what she know. It's what she know. You know what I mean? And y'all, because she got a police officer outfit on, y'all think, oh, she doing good in life. But she ain't got no information. That information crippling. Salute to my sisters with sense, man. Don't make the same mistakes these old dumb bitches made. These are some dummies, yo.
You love this person, like
I mean, yeah, of course, but
you can love from a distance too.
you can't do that too. But there's a lot of people, there's a lot of things you love, you don't keep with you. You probably have a favorite toy that you had as a kid, but now where that toy at now? You probably had a dog or a cat that pet dead. So sometimes some people are in your life for a reason.
Oh man, I ain't even peeped the snow bunny. Snow bunny in the room just looking. I know she looking at the officer like that was stupid. I know that's why she ain't say a word. She did not say one thing. Cause I bet you she raised off a different piece of information. She raised off of some different information, not that stupid shit.
And it's a season. And some people it takes a long time. It's easy said than done. Because when people in a certain situation, it's easy for a person to say, oh, just leave, just leave. It's easy to say that. But when you actually experience it, it's very hard. Not gonna say it's gonna be easy for you, but sometimes you gotta think about it. Like right now, you gotta have a baby, and your living conditions, as far as living in a bando house, that's not no good. So if a man you with, he can't provide a real, actual, healthy home for you and your child, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's one thing you could think about it too.
I mean, he ain't
I mean, I'm not gonna say he is nothing because he's not. Is he the father of your child? He's not even the father of your child. So he's doing some than most dudes that don't have kids with you, not, you know. So, but at the same time, like, no man should ever put their hands on you.
But he asked you to be the father
And trust me, I get it. And I get it. You need, listen, I get it. Trust me, I get it. I understand. But it's your life, it's your choices at the end of the day. It's not about what I think. It's not about what that I do. Because my life story is different from yours.
control.
No, so
I don't know how far you love this person, but for me, I was very young when it happened to me. So I mean, what can we have done? So
And then they all with this, what could we have done? What, yo, you see how crippling it is? You see how crippling it is? So many kids just left to raise themselves, and what can we have done? And then you got the mama screaming, I did my best. While the kids is, what could we have done? Shit's sad, yo. Shit's sad.
Because he took
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
23 Alpha 1, 4 Alpha 1, 23 Code 4, and 23rd.
took something he had no business
That's the
taking.
crystals on the
And I
Alpha
was
1,
there with
There's
him.
a robbery.
And I feel so bad that happened, because let me tell y'all something. He like motorcycles and stuff, he steals them.
mm-hmm.
And I've been right there with him. I've been there. And I just watch him took it out that parking lot. I just watch him took it. And I just think, I feel like I can get in trouble for that.
Yeah, it's 6 feet to a crime. And the motorcycle is over 500, so that was a felony. So, yeah.
Yeah, I just watch him took it though. He just took it.
I'm in around
What
to that
was
call
this?
at 101 Mulberry.
A month ago,
Where at?
back there today at that event.
downtown.
She told me that.
Okay.
And that just, I don't know why would he do something like that. And one that people need transportation, they tell, they gonna take somebody else, so you don't do stuff like that. And every time he see a motorcycle, he just goes steal it. And he just steals it. And I just feel like I could get in trouble because, for one, I know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't saying nothing, but the reason I ain't saying that because I know what you gonna do to me.
I understand. Well, that's stuff like that when you think about.
I'm thinking hard, and I'm not going to him ever.
Let me give you, this is not related to this situation here or anything. You're a beautiful girl, you're young, you got your whole life ahead of you. Now you got a baby that you gotta be concerned about. You can do some good things with your life. You do need to think about that. You can do, it's endless, like what you could accomplish in your life and for your baby.
If I stay with my mom, I can do it.
Yes.
If I go back with him, it's cool. I can't do it. I just gonna be getting home again now, so I can't do it.
And this time, you never know.
I might be dead.
Yes. And you say you in the bando, nobody gonna know that you went down. Only people that probably gonna know when the maintenance people probably have to do their little round check, and they don't tell her how long that is, because obviously you guys. But I'm just saying, obviously you guys been there for a while for them not to check, but you never know. It's always take that one time, and you've been rotting up. You know how your mama's gonna feel this whole entire time. Her daughter's been laying in a abandoned house for months, weeks, and not knowing that her daughter is laying in her dead. And a granddaughter or grandson in the bed, dead, it's gonna hurt somebody. So it's a lot to think about. I'm not trying to convince you to leave whatever. I'm not. That's not my job. My job here is get a report, make a report, charge this person. That's my job. But at the end of the day, I am a woman first before I'm an officer. I wake up and I'm a woman. I was born that way. And so I know, like, you don't deserve none of that. I don't care if you lonely, get a dog. Get a dog.
Sarge's on her way here, and then what department?
Did she say what she don't deserve? She said what she don't deserve. Y'all know how I feel about people that deserve stuff without earning.
You actually think you deserve a shot at this? You don't deserve, buddy.
You saying y'all staying?
343.
343. Is he gonna go back there tonight?
Yeah.
He is? Okay. Because it's DV, so we don't need a warrant within 24 hours.
Nope. He's in
So
27.
try to see if we can go get him.
He's in 27.
Rich. I'll call him.
Make sure that the
What kind of car does he drive?
He ain't got no
He
car.
didn't drive a car? How's he gonna get back there?
He walks. We stay by downtown. So
How'd y'all get here?
His
his
mama.
mom,
His mom?
but she ain't gonna let him go to the house. He'll be in the house tonight.
He'll be in there tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Does he work tomorrow?
He work at Joe Pie, yeah.
At your pie? But he's not gonna work today at all?
I have a PRN for 124.
Okay. We have a detective coming. I don't know if she told you. We have a detective coming over here to talk to you, and then our supervisor coming over here to talk to you. Okay, based on the nature of everything.
22.
And we gotta make sure that all of our I's are dotted and our T's are crossed, and that's about it.
You gotta make sure that's the right address from my mom, cause I sent it to her.
Yeah. Well, she said she didn't know, but you just saying 328
No, she said 343.
or
But
343.
but she's not sure to that the mom knows because she sent it to the mom.
I'll ask her if she has that.
Just crazy, Lord, the damn doctor, fuck off, but this shit is just hilarious. The damn doctor, the damn doctor, this is embarrassing.
Everything happens for a
Maybe
reason.
everything for a reason. I mean,
It's,
There's a reason it happened here
346.
today, right now, at this time, there's a reason.
yeah. I mean, you was here. You could have been, like I said, you could have been in that house in that bandit. It's your job to,
So
and something serious could have happened.
Yeah,
He's on papers.
yeah,
You know his PO's name?
mm-mm,
You don't have a phone number now.
mm-mm. I didn't know he on paper.
She said he's on papers, and
No, by
he's
you.
here in the county, so I can just find him. What's his name?
He on
Yeah,
5
bottom.
years paper.
Isaiah Stewart. I don't know if that's how he spelled his name, Isaiah.
It's common spelling, so hopefully.
I know people spell Jessica with the K.
I always ask
Or
patients
C.
when I'm on the phone, I'm like, can you spell that for me? Because
Yeah, I know people spell JESSCA
Yes.
and JESSIKA.
Y'all called the police before about y'all fighting? Where at?
In my house.
Where's that?
Regis,
Quaker Road?
yeah.
The trailer park over there? Okay, so that's the county. Okay, I'll go try to see if I can get the date of birth and stuff like that. All right, bye.
That's what we're gonna
Can you
do.
keep this, you a house on?
I sure can. I don't know if I got her this back and check. I'm sure she
Any
can.
consoles you
We
got?
can get you something. We'll
Yeah,
get you
put it
something.
on here.
I think it's all in there. I think one of the girls was that's some
Right.
inside.
Yeah,
You want to dip in?
I just because she has some patients starting back at 1:30. It is an empty lobby that we use back here.
Okay.
I'll pick back up. We'll go right on back there, and then that way we won't be rushed to alter the schedule and things like that.
I'm about to take her top.
These are pretty. I'll get that. I don't know if there's a trash can out there. Sorry. We're just we're playing musical room.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna stand right here.
You can come.
Okay. See you later.
I have got some chairs.
It's fine. You let him know that we back here.
I am, yeah.
You wanna sit down?
I'm fine.
I can grab some more, y'all. We got plenty of chairs. Wait, that's cool. I'm gonna pull this out.
It's cool.
What is that for?
Stand there, boy.
There she go. There go the mama.
So let me ask you a
question.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
would we go about trying to get her, because she go home with me,
Mm-hmm.
and he come around there playing. He come around my door playing.
I mean, she can get a TPO, which is a temporary protective order. She can get a TPO out on him. So if he does come around, you can call the police, and then they, charge him for criminal trespass.
Okay.
So, or aggravated stalking, independence. So some people, they know they still come, which means you can't make contact with him. Because if you make contact with him, it basically just void.
Okay.
But I get it. Like I understand. I'm telling you this because it happens.
Young people.
It happens. It happens a lot. They put a temporary order and they send each other emails or they call each other and expect for like nobody to know. You're fine. You're fine. Use text out to text each other, call each other blogs so nobody know that you're phone calling. We get those all the time. And they have a conversation, they meet up, and they've been messing with each other the whole time. The family don't know until a fight break out. And then when the fight break out,
They pull up the information.
so it's always one person, it's always two sides to the story, and there's always one person, oh, she called me over here. Well, you know that you're not supposed to be over here. So why did you brought up, oh, I came to get my chewing gum. Well, still, you're not supposed to be over here. And then they look at you like, hey, you don't want to put it on him, so why? So a lot of females don't want to put the temporary protective order because they know they're going to find some way to contact them. But then, like I say, they end up getting hurt, and then they're looking at us like, y'all let him hurt me. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to do it, do it.
She just gave y'all the women's loophole in the system right there, y'all. Y'all can play that back as many times as you want. That's the loophole.
I'm advising you to do it.
Yeah,
Because y'all really don't have no
sympathy.
y'all don't have no reason to why y'all eat much.
That's why I told her they have
You know what I'm
no reason to really talk
Because y'all don't have, if y'all don't have kids together, there's no reason to communicate at all.
One what got me because he already knew what kind of made me mad with her, and the reason why she was out here staying in an abandoned house because I wanted her to learn her lesson when she left.
Mm-hmm.
And her lesson was for her to learn that you sitting here
Mm-hmm.
and you ran off with him again after I've been to put you back in your house. Go ahead and continue. Let's see what he's gonna do for you. He didn't get no better than what I did.
Right.
I took the phone from him. When I was taking her cell phone from him because she was talking to her, she was having a fit, screaming, hollering, acting, she wanna fight. But when he gets treated like a child, it's something to say.
Right.
She's scared to leave last night. Like I told her, call y'all. If you scared to leave, call the police. What you gonna do? The only thing you gotta do is say, all you have to do is get on the phone, 911. Get it. If you couldn't say what you want and say, hell, they could have picked up where you been. Cause when you call 911, they gonna pick up where you at.
Or you could just give them the address. You ain't gotta tell them what you want. You just give them the address.
You could say,
I need police to come here now.
you could say 346 John McCraw, 346 John McCraw, need help. Something. You could have even done that. That's why I told her. How can you be so scared of somebody? But I could have come to her right now and found out she was talking to him and take the cell phone. She have a feet. Well, act like she want to fight. But this man ain't no your daddy, no nothing. He can take the cell phone. He took the cell phone.
She was scared of him.
Scared. You know how many times y'all would have been getting the call and say a woman throw hot bricks on the man.
Yeah,
Or
but
beat him across the head with a pan.
it's easy said and done.
I would have went and sit, that's why.
It's easier said and done. Trust me, it's easy said
See,
and
I
done.
can say that because
So-
I never been through that.
Yeah, a lot of people like it's just one of those shock moments. because you be with this person all day, every day, and never in your mind would think of or never seen them angry. And in that moment they get angry, your body froze. Like you still here, but your mind's everywhere. Your body froze, and then it happened. And when it happens, it's just like in your mind you still don't know what to do because you're more still focused on the good than the bad. And that's what initially a lot of people stay. Not because they scared or, they just, they love and care, but they still stuck on the good. And that's why the majority, a lot of females stay. And some people, and some guys that, especially in a higher power, females do initially be scared because they're in a higher power and they can control situations.
He was controlling her with everything. Take this down from her cash app. She got a cash app and everything. Ain't even got none of that. He got all of that. I'm gonna give no man my birth certificate, social security card, picture ID. Why? I would never give a man that. My own husband right now, the only thing he can give you is an asshole digits to my social security. And he probably can't give you that. He can't tell nobody my bank account. No, nothing. He know none of that. Me and his dad 6 years. I better got all through bed. I want to know through high school and everything.
Right.
But me, I got all his information.
I just out my cousin. She got a man blood type. I thought, what you need that for?
Yeah, I got everything.
But it's gonna take time. It's not easy. But just always remember certain things. And when you remember certain things and you realize this ain't for me.
I try to tell her. Cause the stuff that he put you through.
Yeah.
Living in the house to being homeless. And she'll say right now, she was not homeless. What you call that?
I don't know what to call it.
What do you call that?
I don't know what to call it, honestly.
I have never, because I'm in the house. But you was in an abandoned house.
I mean, it's kind of is homeless because that's not your home.
Yeah, really, to be honest with you,
but
all they do is take from. All they do take right now. Say for instance,
people are going down.
And young people go right now.
Yeah.
They go right now and call housing, and housing say this, that, and the third in their house, and come back to y'all. This lady right here can lock you up right now with nothing being said. Is she right there?
No, Mom.
You ain't had no too much because I kept telling her that on the phone. I said, she there, y'all standing in an abandoned house. Really? But I did it to her because I wanted her to see you pregnant.
You ain't gotta.
This man can come and tell you
listen,
something.
Listen, at the end of the day, she's an adult.
Yeah.
She's not on child. You're a grown adult. You make your own choices.
Yeah.
So you, especially some females in your age and even younger, some of them can't even stop their pinky toe in their mother's house. So
yeah.
For you to actually do have a home, but you don't want to go to, that's your choice.
Yeah.
That's still your choice.
But see, the thing was with her, she said I treated like a child. And then the reason why I was treated like a child, because she had so much going on. You bringing people in my house, and doing other stuff. What if I come, and I'm in there, me and my husband in there, and I come, and I shoot and kill somebody, because I'm in my house. My gun is registered to me.
Right.
And I could be that. I just don't have a license, it carry it.
Yeah. But you can have it. You can have a gun in your house. It doesn't have to. It have to be locked up if you got little kids, of course.
Now, why would you, officer, woman, do they pay you for all of this, man? I know they don't pay you for all of this. Can you just do your job, man? Because you misleading this family, and you could tell these people is not only poor, they're not educated. Why would you tell an uneducated family to get a gun? Are you stupid, yo? What the
See, I got it locked up.
But you can have a gun in your house, and you can have a gun in your glove compartment in your car, because it both is basically the same.
Yeah.
So
usually,
even if you have a gun in your purse, and you might not be licensed to carry, but at the same time somebody try to rob you, that's
Yeah, but see, my thing was with her because she Well, during the time when she had the boys, sleeping the boys in my house, right?
Mm.
Then I got my camera. But because she was sleeping them in my house, that was my way.
So you see, instead of you teaching her why it's important not to bring multiple boys in, why it's important not to be dealing with multiple boys, you go get a camera, and that's your way of parenting. That's your way of fixing the problem. You go get a camera to watch her, like to watch her. You know that this is what she's doing. Help her, explain to her, give her information, have the conversation, let her know that you was doing that. That's what you was doing. Have these conversations with your kids. Yo, this and fellas, this is why it's important for us to protect our seed, protect our energy, guys, because they out here shocking. They have nothing. Not a lick of information. All they have is fish hole and some eyelashes, man. Promise you. I promise you, they could feel however they want to feel. All they mama gave them was some fish hole and some eyelashes. No information. So you gonna be doing them a favor. Understand that. And then they gonna talk about you. Then they talk shit about you after you do them a solid. Protect yourself, Kings. Sisters with sense that don't have babies yet, don't be in no rush. Learn yourself. Stack that paper. Stack that paper first. Before you open your legs, stack that paper.
Of like, what if I wake up in the middle of the night, somebody in my house, I shoot them dead. Really, I'm not really gonna go to jail. They gonna hold me for a certain amount of time because this is my house and they in my house. They came in here without permission.
Mhm.
So I tried to tell her that,
Yeah.
but that was like she kind of acted like she didn't understand, and I'm kind of like, you don't understand what the hell I just say. If I come in here, see, I could have catch two of them one time. But me, my husband only know one. Right, me, I know both. So when I tried to tell her, like, you don't know that if we shoot and kill these boys,
Mm-hmm.
really ain't nothing they gonna do to me because that'll be like breaking the internet. Just because.
Yo, they talking about killing boys. Yo, the mama on the couch looking like Papa Smurf with the mask all on. and they talking crazy. What movie did they watch? Cause these some ignorant folks. All they do is watch entertainment. They don't take in no information. They don't take in no education. All they take in is entertainment. What movie did they watch? And they having this conversation with the police officer. Wow.
You get and you open up the door for her. I'm the owner, I never gave him permission.
Right.
And they sneaking me through the window. And I got one thing I did save. I saved the screen where they been cut through and come through the window.
Mm-hmm.
I saved all that.
Mm-hmm.
I got all that in my house behind my refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
But it's crazy.
Yeah. But I get it. Rules. But when you living in somebody else's household, it's one of those pills you just gotta swallow until you get up on your feet, get your mind right. Because that's the thing, the problem. People think it's money. Oh, you have to get your mind right. That's the first thing you gotta do, get your mind right. Because if you don't get your mind right and you living on your own,
you're gonna have somebody.
It's not gonna be good.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be good. You're gonna have more problems than anything.
But you'll never have control over that house.
And that too. You can also have somebody controlling your house. So get your mind together, get you mentally together. Because now you have a baby, which means your lifestyle gotta change. It gotta change. It gotta change. It don't have to change for nobody else. It gotta change for you and your baby. That's it. Now, whatever choice you want to make it, that's on you. It's your choice. Like at the end of the day, you are grown. But if you're gonna live in your mama's household, respect her rules. It sucks, but it is what it is. Cause some people can't even, like I said, some people can't even step in their pinky toe in their own mama house. So if your mama willing to let you come in there open arms, but don't bring people in my house, it is what it is.
So
Until she know you mentally, I know for a fact, if she know that you're mentally on your sugar honey iced tea, I promise you, you can bring Sally Sue, Mary Lou, whoever, as long as they respect her house and respect her. That's how my mom was. My mama didn't like nobody coming in her house. But after a while, everybody got on their sugar honey iced tea, my mom started seeing growth. She started seeing the company we keep. And that's when she was all right, cool.
I don't have any hot sauce, honey, but I have some kind of sauce there.
You okay with it? You okay with it? I was just about to text her.
No, girl. You better eat that burrito and thank God and be thankful.
I ain't lying. Very cold. And guess what? You
Well, just wait till later.
I hadn't had my lunch either. I'm gonna have to eat my cold lunch.
Did he ever came back?
I hadn't seen him.
Look, don't you go to Walmart all the time?
All the time, girl. Too much.
Who you be with all the time when you come?
I usually come by myself because I usually go at lunch. I usually walk over there.
You never come in there with kids.
Now I have 2 little minions, yes. I want to get them worried.
Yeah, I was just about to text you and ask you, did you want to come in? Because I think I see you all the time. I see a lot of
Yeah,
people
that's a
all
bad
the time.
thing.
Then he came back?
And two,
Did you let him know that we back?
oh, child, he was trying to describe what
happened.
I'll go get him.
But let him know. Yeah.
And that's a good question right there, common sense. They wouldn't understand that though, because they ain't got no common sense. And the man's scars is not visible. The man somewhere hurt because he tried to be stepdaddy, or he probably was under the impression that that was his baby until he found them text messages with her talking with the real baby daddy. So the man's scars is not visible, but he probably somewhere about to off himself for all we know. But that, you know what I mean? They men and women are equal, and we not. We far from equal. It's kind of like that example that I gave y'all over there in the story where the little girl, she was biting on the boy and nobody said nothing. And she was biting on him. Then when the boy went and grabbed the chair, everybody made something out of that, talking about, but it's not equal. We are not equal. Men and women are not equal.
Available for that 5 pit in Highland. The 21 units are going to be tied up on that 27 per pit.
Oh my God, don't start shit in your
He
head.
just drag,
Them Jessica going together.
Drag about it, nigga.
What's that?
yeah, she started you text me.
You text me,
No, I ain't text you.
But
Devin off his phone.
oh.
Off my phone. And say, hey. Yes. Why? He did it off his phone. And I just tell you, he can send text messages and text me on my phone. Both phones. No, you never told me that. That's why I better check. Because I would have been and say what I had to say about him. That's why I'm barely text. Then his mama asked me, said, why is you calling me? Why is you calling me about him? I said, it's your son. I said, you either get him or either you gonna be dead one. So which one you want? You better get him. Because you play around with him. No, Thanks.
Don't try to check her now. Y'all sat there and had a whole full-blown conversation about you know what. Don't try to check her now. No. Now because more people, more witnesses is there, you want to check her. Nah, y'all was talking like that when it was just black, when it was just the black folks. Y'all was talking crazy. Now that there's some white folks there, now you're gonna talk about Nah, she thinks, you see what I mean? This the falsehood that's supposed to be removed when we amongst each other, you know what I mean? But they can't remove the falsehood. They always fake. I told you that every relationship, from the first relationship they have with their parents in the black community, be fake and phony and about nothing. And that's how they carry themselves in every relationship after that. Fake.
She just take it to trash. That's all I got. And she just start. She just, I know that.
she just started talking to me, and then I tell her, I said, you know something? I said,
Did you ask her about about her?
I asked about all that. She started getting on the phone, asking me why am I calling her? Why do you call the police on him? I said, well, it's your son. You don't care about him? I said, you don't? Do you care about him? I said, if you care about him, you'll tell him to stop beating her. I said, this is my child. At the end of the day, she may not be what she want to be to me, but he ain't gonna play with her but so much. I said, please tell him to not go around my door, playing up around my door. Because if he comes playing up around my door,
Where do you go?
right there on 80 off of Chatham Classic Home.
Donnie Tootin's trailer park.
Oh, on the county. Okay.
Yeah, so I told her, I said, your best bet is to keep him home and let him stay where he at. Cause I'm not
Case Meyer and Sergeant here, they're doing interviews. They're Case Meyer and Sergeant here, so they're doing interviews.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
With who?
The manager and
Jessica?
the other people.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
And I sent Rich and the NAB crew to go find him.
This is the first thing you've had to eat today?
I think we had
Yeah, cold. I ain't looking at the cold.
So what happened?
somebody was saying something about
That
they
day.
can take
21 out.
21 out
I had to get up early this morning.
Is there
of 40.
anything?
Is there anything pending? 21.
Single 5, -30 at Benton Houses at the Parkers.
Except for Javier.
Except for I'll be around.
Cool beans. Sergeant, they're doing interviews over here.
Project 1312.
I'll be here.
Oh, boy.
Don't put your hand over you. You know I gotta look at you.
I didn't tell her, Lisa. I tell her I just don't understand. I just don't see you.
Y'all from Savannah? Where y'all from?
Something to South Carolina. But I tried to tell her the whole time, this boy was not for you. It's nice to do that.
Today, remember what I told you? If he lays a hand on you, what do you think he's gonna do to that baby? When it starts crying, it's gonna stop. You don't care. You look like somebody I know.
Who, me?
Cynthia, what's up, Sheriff for 63, please?
Man, just got a familiar face.
100 East River Street.
Now,
Yeah.
what place did you go to?
Like, personally?
Just like
out to eat or something?
just. I don't know.
Grocery store?
Grocery stores.
Walmart, Kroger's, Red and White.
I probably know you from a store, so I just know you. I know you from somewhere.
Cynthia, why don't you give me your
The news have too much
Cynthia,
killing.
why don't you get 11 PRN?
Okay,
Well, I'm gonna put it this way. You keep on keep my name.
If you gave me one for 100 East River Street, I could
No,
that one was talking to me.
Open that burning up. I don't have sympathy, I'm sorry. I love you, you know, I got you out of it, and I'll report right back
Thank
in.
you.
so that's how I felt nice. I can't have, that's why I let her stay.
Oh, you watch the news?
That's why I let her stay where she was for so long, because, you know, every day when I call you, I kept saying, I could've went to get her, but I wanted her to learn her, I wanted her to learn
10, 15, 10, 41,
what she had going on.
10, 556.
So much stuff going on.
The internet?
The news just,
I don't know what
the
you
news ain't funny. I give me bad dreams at night.
The news give you bad dreams?
That's what I'm like.
Okay.
The man hitting you ain't giving you bad dreams. Choking you out ain't giving you bad dreams. The news is, yeah.
Shut that.
So something wrong with you, she did.
Why he don't give me bad dreams?
He should.
I don't get bad dreams.
He should have been. He should have been giving you everything bad. If he was giving you nothing good but the flicks. Been doing stuff that you about to kill you. I swear it couldn't have been me, but I swear the way they would have found him would have been unbelievable. After I would have finished beating him up, after I would have finished beating him up or beating me, please. Savannah, Pooler, and the other, wherever the other police station was, would have been glad to come pick him up, and I would have finished with him. Well, you almost
But you
did.
told me to, let me tell you,
I had it like this. I had it just like this. The comb, you know, that knife, I had it, I'm ready. I was you gonna stab him with his mouth? What she was gonna do? You gonna stab him with his mouth? Yes, no, I was gonna tell the wives. Girl, you gonna stab him with his mouth, and you were gonna, guess what, you were gonna go straight to jail. She was gonna do it, but she in the front seat. You know how easy it is to put. Today. Yes, please.
Cause what you saying ain't making sense now. Cause he still would have had the best view from his mama. Cause when I called her and talked to her, she had like she didn't care. So you think she was gonna save you? But what I didn't understand about her the other day, when I called her, right, she said, "Oh, I'm switching my food stamps over." You put your food stamps to what address? His mama address. How you gonna put your food stamps from that day when I went to pick you up? That day.
Unfortunately, this is all they care about in my community. This is what it come down to. The possession of them kids and who can have them food stamps and that public assistance, and that is the end all be alls. And that's why I say they robots at this point. They're programmed robots controlled by the government, boy. Be careful, guys. Be careful.
Before you had went together, remember we had went together first. And then you come out her mouth and say, she said, I'm not gonna say that I don't like her, but I don't. So why would you go and tell me you put food stamps in your name at somebody else's house? Then they take all your paperwork and store in these trash, you get food stamp by 2 months and then what?
Cause I got papers from these stamps.
She didn't bring her by. Stay here talking for when you detective comes.
That's yelling.
My dad won't be taking me to church and stuff.
17 on line. In the same area with the, we put out one before. I'm in the same area with the black man with the hospital.
Let me ask you, y'all still squatting in that house without permission?
I don't think it, yeah, I think
You
it's
can lock it back in. You can lock it back in. Lock it back out.
You coming back in this way?
Unless it's like in the roadway.
Oh, okay. Alright.
You were not, still smoking up? Yeah, I'm smoking up,
You don't think? Well, he had to be on something to get out of him stupid.
He been doing something. He must be doing something under the cover. Cause you know what? Somebody gonna tell me right now. He treat you like a child, but I took the cell phone with you and you had a heart attack. But he couldn't take the whole cell phone, all your recordings, but you go out here right now and go beat somebody up right now. And drop your social security card or go kill somebody right now and drop your social security card and go to see you. You would have to explain to these people how you ain't getting with
18 now.
So, you okay? You sure? How you doing? You eating up your food? No, ma'am, I'm going to sit down and eat. No, actually, I'm going to go see about my tire because my tire blew out and I'm on donuts, so I'm about to have a fit.
When's the last you talked to my girl?
Today, I had just got finished talking to a police officer because we went and got my grandson, because they finna snatch the baby out of the house, because we reported them. So I had just finished talking to a police officer. That lady texted me and kept calling me back to back on my phone, asking where he was. My son took me yesterday for a DNA test. So once he get the test results back, he can go and get the baby.
Mm-hmm.
So, the girl was calling my phone.
CR22, you can show them the route to headquarters for that 24.
But they got him in the house with them. And I had just talked to the police officer and tell her that the ring was called me and let my phone with a brick on the phone. I said, I don't even know who's going on with this. But he came on the phone and said, yes, I'm like, I got downstairs. He called me. I said, that's wrong with this boy. I said, but my phone, I couldn't call my phone back. I got a job. So I had just left him outside and came back in because I'm probably going to be a bitch. And so her and my son was on the phone. Yeah, my son was telling me, I go upstairs. Really don't have a husband. And but my mom, he said, that's my child.
Well, usually after you got the I had to drop my pillow. What?
Yeah, just me, just your day. That's okay. That's why I said, man, you didn't come to me, the baby come up here and tell me all that. That's your mom. Yes, yes, ma'am. Hey.
I need to see if I-
Yes. Yes, ma'am. You want all of them? Cause of one. So I would touch. There's a hang. That's her victim, I think, for some too. But this is too much going on. That's what that's what it is. But I can tell you that you are alone. I told you, your eyes were red by staying on your line. When you choke her out,
Man, I'm about to break that tea party up right there. Ain't nothing else to see here, guys. You got to protect yourself and keep your hands off these females, man. Keep your hands off these females. They do all sorts of weird things. Ladies, keep your hands off the guys. They do all sorts of weird things that don't give you the right to put your hands on somebody, guys. Don't make it easy for them. And this young lady, if she was smart, she'd take this domestic violence report and she get her own crib and pour into her. Don't be so quick to go to social media talking about, I got my keys. I got my keys, because that's the invite to the Pookie. Then you'll have a Pookie up in there, because clearly she want to lay up all day. She just want to lay up and bring boys to the house. But she got to go back in and do some rewiring, because her default setting ain't right. Her default setting ain't set up right. You know what I mean? And at some point, we don't get to blame our moms. It's still her fault. But at some point, we'll just be left blaming her and still getting nothing, because we get nothing for blaming her. So we got to go in and fix ourselves. We got to go in and learn and teach ourselves. Remember, they did not teach us how to learn. We have to learn how to learn. They taught us a lot of how to obey. We learned how to obey, but we got to go back in and teach ourselves how to learn, accept new information. All right, guys, that's all. All information is, it gives you better chances to make better choices and decisions. The more information you have, the better choices and decisions you'll be making. All right, so don't be so offended by the new stuff that you hear, because y'all programmed one way to hear and believe one thing, one perspective. Don't be so offensive. Don't take it so, you know what I mean? Don't make it about you all of the time. Just listen. Information is key. All right, guys? I see y'all later. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. And happy Mother's Day to all of those. Take care of your mother.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Harlem, New York, put your cigarettes out and pull your panties out. Put your hands together. Mr.